What's going on with your gang? Today we got another murder mystery. You feel me? Kinda. Basically. That's what I'm gonna call them. That's what I'm gonna call them. These my murder mysteries for this channel. These are murder mysteries. You feel? These are murder mysteries. Shoot. This one, nigga, this one is the one that I've been wanting to watch. I've been wanting to hear about. It's that guy, Pappy. Nigga, Young Pappy has been my favorite rapper for a long time. I promise you. 2 cops, 2 blunts. Dope. Dopey, dope. Man, that boy, he was ahead of his time. Oh my God, he was going crazy. Fucking PBG, Lil Sean was going crazy. Who else was going? There was so many motherfuckers going crazy. Spaz was going crazy. PBG Spaz. Fucking Boo Double was going crazy. Oh my God. Whip it. They had the little naked bitches up in the crib, nigga. They was going crazy. That, bro. He would have changed the rap industry for sure. He would have changed it, dog. It would have been different. Oh man, it would have been different. But you feel me? God be needing his angels back. You feel me? God be needing his angels back. Like, or karma be hitting. Like, yeah, what it is. You feel me? But no, this that Young Pappy. The final hours. Let's get it.
Both hands together as I pray for the first day. Praying to God.
Oh, you see? I don't like that. I forgot to hit my record and shit. You feel me?
I get to see another birthday. Cause shit is crazy, man. This shit I've been through lately, man. This shit like I put both hands together as I pray for the first day. Praying to God I get to see another birthday. Cause shit is crazy, man. This shit I've been through lately, man. This shit I go through daily. It can't make me, but it can break me, man.
His headquarters joins us live with more on the of a rapper known as Young Pappy.
Tom, as you mentioned, he was a young rapper, local rapper who glorified gun violence and gang life, and now he was gunned down on a sidewalk in the 4800 block of North Kenmore in the uptown.
I hate that. They're not glorifying gun violence. Let's just keep that a buck. They're not glorifying it. None of that. They're literally just rapping about their daily life. What the fuck going on in their life? They're not glorifying it. Saying, oh, this shit cool. Come do this, little nigga. They're not glorifying it. I hate when news people be like, oh, they glorifying it. But when a white dude or whatever is shooting up people, is he glorifying that? Is he telling other white people, oh yeah, come shoot up this school, come shoot up this mall? Oh, okay.
Neighborhood early this morning. Police say he was shot twice in the back. Thomas was with a friend when a gunman walked up and started shooting.
He's killed 1 week after posting a video online in which he makes fun of a rival gang.
Folks got backdoored, point blank period, either by the police or by them niggas.
So the police go to your mother who's grieving over the of her son, and they said, we're glad that your son got killed.
Yeah, and they said we're gonna kill your other son too.
To her face.
To our face.
Recognize the soldiers before you. Successful completion of their basic training.
I promise you, my mama would be in jail. Somebody say that about one of her kids, nigga. I promise you, nobody's leaving that scene besides her. I'm telling you, like you can't say that to motherfuckers like about that cop lucky.
May 29th, 2015, the city of Chicago would suffer a terrible loss. It would be the day Shaquon Thomas, aka Young Pappy, was shot in cold blood. According to public records, it would be the third attempt on his life, and the one that finally took the breath of an extremely talented rapper. Being a member of PBG, aka the Pooh Bear Gang, he had built up a rivalry with enemies of opposing gangs that sought to snuff Young Pappy from the world. Pooh Bear Gang was created in honor of their fallen friend, Anton Pooh Bear Sanders, who was assassinated in January 2012.
Pooh Bear, but yeah, I remember him, like all up in his songs he'd reference it and stuff. You feel me? Like it's not rocket science. You're gonna hear it, and he said it in an interview or whatever. But motherfuckers know, man. Motherfuckers know, man.
The first recorded incident that almost succeeded in taking Young Pappy's life occurred on Wednesday, February 5th, 2014. According to the Chicago Tribune, police state that 4 teens were in the parking lot of the McDonald's at 6740 North Clark Street around 3:30 p.m. when there was an argument and then gunfire. Marquio Carr was struck in the head and succumbed to his injuries, while 3 other teens were wounded. Police would swarm the crime scene, painting the area with blue lights. The injured included a girl who was shot several times, a man who was shot in the lower back, and another man with a gunshot wound to the arm. That person who was injured in the arm was Young Pappy, and he was said to be the intended target that led to the collateral damage of the others there. Surveillance footage would later be released showing what actually happened, debunking some of the details in the initial report, not of who was injured or shot, but how the events occurred that led to the shooting. Young Pappy and his affiliates can be seen walking along the vicinity of McDonald's when the assailant walked behind, brandished a firearm, and began opening fire, sending everyone running. When the assassination attempt failed, it wouldn't be long before his rivals tried again to end Young Pappy's life. This time, taking another person just as before, while Young Pappy escaped. It was July 2014 when Young Pappy was with a photographer by the name of Will Lewis around the 1300 block of West Devon Avenue. Reporters state that the alleged Vice Lord gang member by the name of Eric Vaughn and 2 persons drove by and spotted a rival gang member, who in this case was Young Pappy. That is when Vaughn took a gun from the car's center console, handed it to them, and ordered them to shoot the right. Young Pappy escaped unharmed, but Will Lewis wasn't so fortunate. He was hit in the back and succumbed to his injuries. Eric Vaughn was found guilty of manslaughter.
Damn. Niggas be getting shot in the back and really dying. Like, what's up? Is there a grip of arteries back there or something? Like, let me know. I really want to know. Like, please let me know. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Young Pappy seemed to have luck on his side, but his luck would run out the following year. Young Pappy was basking in the rise of his music career as a promising rapper with talent, capturing the ear of the music industry. On May 22nd, 2015, he released one of the most notable tracks, Shooter, alongside featured artist Lil Sean.
I got a whole lot of shooters on the squad. Bitch, I got a squad full of shooters. Whole lot of shooters, whole lot of shots, whole lot of shooters, whole lot of shots, whole lot of shooters, whole lot of shots, whole lot of shooters, whole lot of shots. Nigga, what? Oh, man.
As the title suggests, this song was riddled with terminologies of his escapades with the firearm. As it stands, the song has accumulated over 16 million views and has helped shape the drill genre of Chicago as one of the most highly regarded tracks showcasing Young Pappy's versatile flow and heavy-hitting lyricism. Little did Young Pappy know, his high off the song would be short-lived, as 1 week later on, May 29, 2015, his life was targeted and taken. 1:35 a.m., Young Pappy, along with a friend, were walking around the 4800 block of North Kenmore Avenue when a gunman walked up and started shooting. Thomas, aka Young Pappy, was hit twice in the back and rushed to Advocate, Illinois' Masonic Medical Center, where sadly he succumbed to his injuries at 3:01 a.m. According to a statement from Alderman Harry Osterman from the 48th Ward, witnesses reported seeing a black car that may have been associated with the shooting. However, investigations have been unable to track down and arrest a suspect for the murder of Young Pappy.
Cause they not trying. If they telling his mama, we're glad that we got your son off the street. You think they really trying? Either they did it or they know who did it and they don't give a fuck. That's crazy.
Other persons in the area recall what it sounded like the moment the assailants wounded Young Pappy, stating that it echoed as if about 10 gunshots rang out, but there was nothing in sight when trying to pinpoint where outside the firing came from. With officers labeling his passing as gang-related, fears of retaliation sparked unrest in the community along with law enforcement.
Hey, Tom, as you mentioned, he was a young rapper, local rapper who glorified gun and gang life, and now he's, as you're about to hear, some people say that was inevitable, but it was the innocent bystanders who lost their lives because of the way that Young Pappy lived.
Given this, Osterman stated that he requested additional security in the area to curb the possibility of retaliatory actions, but soon it became evident that it didn't stop the bloodshed that would soon follow. Pappy's friends and family were split between hurt and anger, some making it their duty to get revenge for Young Pappy and exacting punishment on anyone disrespecting his passing, and alleged rival gang members of Young Pappy, Clifton Fry, learned that the hard way just a few days after Young Pappy's passing. According to reports, Fry made derogatory
Niggas was sliding for Pap. Niggas was sliding for Pap. Nigga, what? You cannot say them PBG niggas was not on shit. Them niggas was sliding for they man. They what? Nigga, what? Just, nigga gave a week, couple days, maybe.
Pappy's friends and family were split between hurt and anger, some making it their duty to get revenge for Young Pappy.
They want to spank niggas.
Anyone disrespecting his passing, and alleged rival gang members of Young Pappy, Clifton Fry, learned that the hard way just a few days after Young Pappy's passing. According to reports, Fry made derogatory comments about Young Pappy after his passing when he made fun of his assassination. By June 1st, 2015, he was gunned down. The suspect was apprehended and reported to be an affiliate of Young Pappy, Jermel.
I didn't know that. He was blowing for his mans. He shut that shit on. He said, I ain't never seen the nigga talk shit in the casket, nigga. What? Hold on.
By June 1st, 2015, he was gunned down. The suspect was apprehended and reported to be an affiliate of Young Pappy, Jermel Dose. Reports state that Dose had asked his friend to drive to the Roger Park neighborhood as an apparent getaway driver on the afternoon of June 1st, where he targeted Fry. Dose's friend, who had parked near an alley, heard 3 to 4 shots and then saw Dose jump back into the car with the gun following the shooting and demanded them to drive away and asked to be dropped off near Glenwood and Pratt. Surveillance footage would capture Dose fleeing from the crime scene after the shooting also captured the license plate of the getaway car, leading officers right to him. Fry would be declared brain dead 2 weeks after he was shot, after which he succumbed to his injuries.
3 to 4 shots. He's dangerous. He is dangerous. 3 to 4 shots. That's barely the whole clip. crazy.
Drive away and asked to be dropped off near Glenwood and Pratt. Surveillance footage would capture Dose fleeing from the crime scene after the shooting, also captured the license plate of the getaway car, leading officers right to him. Fry would be declared brain dead 2 weeks after he was shot, after which he succumbed to his injuries, all due to a comment made about Young Pappy's passing. That's the level of respect he held within the community. That was only the beginning of the bloodshed in Young Pappy's name. Even his rivals later confirmed that after Young Pappy lost his life, his affiliates were ruthless in the streets, carrying out their revenge retaliations.
You know, actually losing Pappy, like once that happened, like I ain't gonna lie, after losing Pappy, motherfucker was hey, motherfucker slide on skates. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, that was busting. Hey, you with me? Bro, that's when after Pappy, that's when like damn near the most people died from our block.
Speculation began swirling around about how Young Pappy was shot in his own area. A friend of an affiliate, PBG Chemo, offered his thoughts on the situation, stating that it was a...
I ain't gonna lie, like, just you, like, commenting like that, like, nigga, that sound like some snake shit, cause, like, I don't know, I don't like that. I don't like
busting. Hey, you with me? Bro, that's when...
Like, really, like, check bro temp. Check his temp. Watch this.
The streets, carrying out their revenge retaliations.
I don't know if it's because
you
I'm
know,
fired
actually
or what.
losing Pappy, like once that happened, like I ain't gonna lie, after losing Pappy, motherfucker was hey, motherfucker slide on skates. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, that was busting. Hey, you with me? Bro, that's when
You see that? You see that? You see that? Hold on.
In the streets, carrying out their revenge
Watch
retaliations.
This. Watch this.
you know, actually losing Pappy, like once that
Start
happened,
talking
like
too much.
I ain't gonna lie, after losing Pappy, motherfucker was hey, motherfucker slide on skates. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, that was busting. Hey, you with me?
Hey, you see that? What? What? Hold on.
Bro, that's when after Pappy, that's when like damn near the most people died from our block.
I don't know.
Speculation began swirling around about how Young Pappy was shot in his own area. A friend of an affiliate, PBG Chemo, offered his thoughts on the situation, stating that it was a setup that could have been between two groups of people. The first he speculated could be responsible was Pappy's own affiliates, stating that they were around him but no one even attempted to return fire.
Record? Yeah. On Folkestone Grade, he got backdoored. And the nigga that was out there, they ain't blow their pipe. And now he in down Bosworth on Folkestone Grade. And that's what I'm gonna say.
According to him, at the time Young Pappy was around people who he normally...
Oh, my boy. Son, like you, oh, that shit's crazy.
He wouldn't move with, but all of his trusted friends were locked up or not available to make the move.
He did that shit with his heart. And them niggas don't even click up no more. That's what I heard. So, just by seeing that just put together, and I'm putting, man,
Him around
that's
the time he
crazy.
was outside.
He was around that he don't with, like I was locked up. He called Duddy. Spaz was somewhere else. Like D-Mac was locked up. Like all that he really know that's gonna go for him was nowhere around.
The second group of people he speculated of setting up Young Pappy to meet his demise was, believe it or not, the police.
Folks got backdoored. Point blank period. Either by the police.
It might sound far-fetched, but strangely enough, many believe this theory because Young Pappy was a known troublemaker to the police, and they wanted him gone. His younger brother, K-Sav, would relay what the...
Tay-Sav, I fuck with your boy. Your shit be going crazy too. That boy be sounding just like Pap on a couple things on me. But then he got his own shit. You feel me? Tay Sav is his own person. That nigga a producer and a rapper. Check that nigga stats. That nigga go crazy.
Allegedly told his mother after Young Pappy's passing. And if it is to be true, it adds credibility to the theory that they...
With over 400 million global users. So, what will you do on Bigo?
Bigo.
I need gas money, but I don't get paid till next week. What should I do?
Stay home.
Don't even stress about it. Just download the Earn app to get paid
Stay
early.
home, nigga.
Set Young Pappy up to get rid of someone who, in their eyes, was terrorizing the community and hurting innocent lives. According to Tay Sav, the cops told his mother that they're glad Young Pappy was shot and that they'll shoot his older brother as well.
So the police go to your mother who's grieving over the of her son, and they said, we're glad that your son got...
Yeah, and they said we're gonna kill your other son too.
To her face.
To our face.
Tay Sav also recalls the police allegedly continuously harassing them, and even at one time picking him up and dropping him off in his rival's territory, hoping he would be shot.
They took me to like where I wasn't supposed to be at, the ops hood, and dropped me off right there. I was like, damn. They told me, get out, or we taking you to jail. And I wasn't finna go to jail, so I got out.
The cops allegedly were tired of Young Pappy endangering lives in the neighborhood. Former Roger Park Police Commander Thomas Waldera called the music of Young Pappy technological kerosene, fueling the gang war raging on in the streets. Their encounters have been many with Young Pappy's charges.
That nigga was what? Fuming the gang war in the scene. Damn. In the streets. Damn.
From criminal trespassing, reckless conduct, theft, marijuana possession, and felony weapons possession. But the most serious of all was having 5-hour standoffs with SWAT at his residence in the 6300 block of North Lakewood Avenue in the Edgewater neighborhood, where over 25 persons were charged.
Anthony and Michelle, it was a tense 5-hour standoff, but it has come to a peaceful resolution. This was kind of a strange situation. More than 25 people who were barricaded with a gunman are now in custody being questioned.
Taking a look at his mugshots tell a tale of someone with so much potential, but lost his way leading up to the end of his life. Whether it was due to his rivals,
damn, look at all them mud shots.
Some speculate the police. While many see him as a troubled youth, that
nigga was up in there. You can't say that boy ain't had no hands, cause man, you ain't just getting your ass beat every time. You just can't be. You can't say that boy ain't had no hands. That boy was going in there when he was a baby. He was a baby in that one. You see the haircut and shit? That boy he looked like that boy off them memes that be like turning around real slow and then having the tear. Nigga, I gotta put that in there if I find it. But what? He looked like he was like 8, 9. That shit crazy.
Living a dangerous lifestyle, his mother paints a different narrative, stating that he just took on the gang persona to boost his rap career, but he was a good person.
Stop.
His younger brother, Tay Sav, and older brother...
Stop. That nigga was banging. You look up his pictures, he is throwing up all types of signs. He is banging.
Double. However, recall Young Pappy lived the lifestyle he portrayed, so while it hurts losing him, they weren't surprised as that's what comes with the way he lived. They were close and came up in the same environment that took Young Pappy's life. His older brother, Boo Double, would experience a phase of depression after Young Pappy was assassinated, resulting in him becoming careless and almost losing his life after being shot 9 times. Young Pappy was right there, the success within his hands. It was just to remove himself from the gang environment and focus on his music. Word is that he was on the verge of signing a record deal with label powerhouse Atlantic.
To my understanding, from what I heard from his manager or whatever, he was supposed to be reaching a deal with Atlantic Records.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Around the same time he got...
Sadly, his talent never got to blossom to the heights it was certainly going to reach. He leaves behind a catalog that to this day still boasts 224,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Another life lost that attributed to the history that continues to teach persons to hate and hurt each other rather than build, grow, and uplift each other. Rest in peace, Young Pappy.
Man, R.P. Pap, dog. That was that final hours of Young Pappy. All of that was just, you feel me? Nobody should really be taking it, man. That shit crazy. That shit crazy. My dog, he would have went crazy in the game. He would have went crazy in the game. If you made it this far, like, comment, share, and hit that sub button. Long live Young Pappy, dog.